Hey guys, hope you're doing okay. I'm gonna pull some cards. We're gonna see what comes out. Tree magic. Alright. Shuffle them again. Shuffle them again. What's going on with the collective? What do we need to know? What do we need to watch out for? What do we need to know? Okay. A granted wish. Somebody has a wish. Something having to do with some sort of a partnership. This is something that somebody wanted. This could be you. This could be somebody in your energy, the tree of life. Comes out reversed here. I feel like somebody is not going to get this wish that they wanted. They wanted something to flow. They wanted a partnership to turn out well. Definitely about a partnership. For somebody here, this is also about somebody not taking any action. Somebody could have offered somebody a partnership. There was no action taken. Whoever made the offer, I feel like there could have been it was a wish. That's why they made it. Or they wish that somebody had taken it. I don't know how this goes for you, but somebody turned down something. I turned down an offer. I was enlightened to something. I didn't know enough. Enlightenment discovered through knowledge will free you from doubt. That's the thing about these cards. It tells me two different stories here. Somebody wished that somebody took advantage of some sort of partnership. They did not get their wish, whoever made the offer. Somebody didn't know what was going on. Or this person who made the offer and it was turned down, they're not sure why. They don't have any knowledge of why. I feel like that could be it. Discovered through knowledge, free will. Knowledge will free. Okay, well, free. I give something about free will. Somebody didn't take advantage of an offer. Free you from doubt. Somebody, they don't understand. Like, why did they turn down my offer? Somebody turned something down. And whomever this is, they didn't get what they wanted. Give me more. Something happened to do with a partnership. They wanted to... There was some sort of movement. They wanted to grow something. It may have been some sort of an investment. This talks about a windfall. I made you an offer. This offer could be about a windfall of money. We'll see what the next card talks about, because somebody could have wanted to connect with you guys because you have access to a windfall of money. Possibility. You turned them down. Hang on. Inner riches. You guys have inner riches from psychological maturity. So there's been some maturity in whomever this is about. I don't know if this is a person who made the offer to you or the person who you're making this offer to who rejected or declined your offer. Inner riches grow from psychological maturity, bringing a windfall of good fortune. Okay, so there's a windfall of good fortune that this person has access to, that you made an offer to. You made an offer to somebody who has access to a windfall of fortune. That's what I'm getting so far. It could be another way. Give me one more, please. What else is going on? Give me one more. I want a flipper. Here we go. We almost have one. Almost. Alright. Okay, I guess. Would you like me to try another? Okay. Here we go. Give me a flipper. And it's still didn't. Oh, that one almost flipped. But it didn't. And whatever that was, I ain't taking it, because y'all know how I ain't taking it. Alright, there we go. Okay. Rewards. Somebody has access to a windfall of finances, money, good fortune overall, and the promise of future success brings faithful pleasure and happiness. Whatever this is, somebody wanted some sort of reward. They wanted fruitful pleasure, but they're not going to get it. Whoever made this offer, I feel like they may have made it to you for the wrong reasons. They wanted a reward that it looks like they're not going to get. They're not going to have access to this windfall. The arms of love. This person wasn't coming in with love. There's no arms of love here. Something about ambition. This is all reversed. I feel like if you guys had taken advantage of this offer, this is what you would land on. Somebody who didn't love you. There are no arms of love. drawing closer to them. They were like, hey, I have a string attached to you now. There's no need for me to do any of these things. Love revealed. What's going to end up being revealed is that this person, if you had taken advantage of an offer or something like that, you're going to find out that they were only in it for the rewards, which you're not going to get. Love is revealed. There's no love revealed. There's like deception revealed, right? Or hate. Take it how it resonates. Nothing visible, nothing tangible would have come of this. Let's see what this is talking about. I don't know. I was going to go another way with it, but it looks like give me one more. Give me one final card to reference under this person, or whoever this is. This person that did not get their offer. Okay, this could be somebody from your past here. Somebody who was motivated to lift up somebody. Ah, they wanted you to lift them up. Whoever this is, this person they might be from your past. They could be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. When I take a look at it, Scorpio, somebody from your past. Maybe you're a Scorpio, or this Scorpio reached out to you. There's something where this person motivates you. They lift you up. They lift up the people who are fallen and humiliated. I think you were expecting this Scorpio energy to help you get up from being humiliated. But you came in trying to connect or get a string attached because of a windfall of money that somebody has access to. Not only did you come in with bad intentions for some sort of a partnership, I feel like you also wanted to take some sort of action, a movement towards something. The movement you wanted to take was towards this windfall. Whoever this person is, it looks like it's a Scorpio energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, take it how it resonates. Could be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. Somebody's trying to make a decision, or something about a decision that somebody was hoping would go their way. Somebody broke away from a circle. There could have been a Scorpio, or a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, or Cancer, Pisces, who broke away from some sort of a group. They were bringing barriers. They wanted some kind of joy, so they decided to step away with the Two of Swords. I want to walk away from something. I made a decision. Now, I don't know when this happened, but somebody wanted access to a windfall of good fortune. They didn't get it because somebody walked away. Somebody walks away from a group. There was no reward, whoever made this offer. Give me one more. This was somebody who was, I don't know if you guys can see it. This was somebody here who was emotionally manipulative. Maybe they were nasty. They did something purposely. Somebody could be in leadership. Or could be a corrupt judge who could have stepped in. They could have broken away from a circle. Or whoever you are, maybe you stepped away from this circle of people. It's something about this person belonging to a circle. They're not going to get any victory in this. This King of Swords coming out reversed. There's something about granting victories. There's something that they put in for. Somebody could have put in for some sort of a grant. They're not going to get it. There's no victory in this, and there's no protection, and it also says they can't help you. Somebody went to a judge hoping that they could do something. There could have been a Libra that went to a judge, or this King of Swords reverse could be a Libra. Somebody went to a judge asking if they could fix something or do something, right? And the judge said, no, there's no protection. I can't help you. Somebody could have been a Gemini who went to a judge asking for help. Or you could be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini that asked for help. There's something about unhappiness in some sort of couple. So I'm looking at this from the perspective of a partnership. I feel like somebody knew that they couldn't get the judge to, I don't know, I feel like maybe the judge was out of tricks. This judge is corrupt, but this judge was also out of tricks for whatever reasons, all right? This is with somebody from your past working with a judge. So the Lover's energy comes up. This could be somebody that you guys broke up with. Could be a Gemini energy. This person is unhappy at the moment. This person is plagued with negative energy over something that they did. There was some sort of a breakup. There's something where there's negative energy all around. But I don't know if this person made you some sort of an offer. Somebody could be born in February. Somebody could be born in August. There was some sort of a breakup with somebody from your past. I see the Six of Cups. I see the Lovers reverse. Somebody you guys broke up with Could be a Gemini separated from whatever happened here. There's the Two of Swords, and then there's the King of Swords. Somebody decided that I have to make some sort of a decision, or I have to compromise with something. I have to compromise. And they actually took their time to do this. It's not something that they just moved on. I don't know if out of desperation, I want access to this windfall, this fortune. This person who brings good fortune. For some of you, this person had to go through some sort of a group to get to this windfall. And then somehow they got connected to this corrupt judge. This corrupt judge could be a Gemini. Somebody who, because the rewards were blocked. So this judge didn't even have access to the rewards. I feel like they were out of tricks. I feel like this is somebody who had done many favors. And I feel like, I don't know if they were under the microscope or something like that. But you have love revealed. Somebody finds out what this was truly about. Or they find out that somebody never really loved them. Seven of Pentacles. They find out something about their work. Somebody put a bunch of work into something and they don't feel like they get anything in return. This has to do with this windfall, this fortune, this money. Windfall, fortune, money. It's revealed that somebody doesn't love you. That their arms were never open for you. You know, they ain't checking for you, basically. Right? You find that out about somebody. Some of you guys find out, it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. For some of you, you find out it's a Taurus that never had love for you. Or Taurus, maybe you find out that somebody ain't got no love for you, something like that. What else do I need to know? Tell me about the Six of Cups and the Two of Swords. What is this decision about? The Five of Wands. Somebody could have been a rival. I'm a rival. I'm somebody from the past. I decide to go through something. I break in the circle. Somebody breaks up some sort of a circle. Somebody in, how do you call it? Somebody somehow work their way into somebody's friend group or something like that. This is like friend groups or whatever. Five of Wands. Somebody was listening to something. Somebody was concealing something. Somebody didn't tell the truth about who they were, their identity. Somebody, because this is a Queen of Pentacles, somebody could have had some money, but it was a rival. It was a Queen of Pentacles rival. So somebody who's very supportive of you guys, somebody who's going to put their money into something valuable, as long as it's for the greater good, as long as they get their return on investment, as long as you're not all caught up in a bunch of dirty stuff. This Queen of Pentacles is going to support you up until she can't. Now, there was a rival that went in with this Queen of Pentacles. She's upright. So she's on the up and up. She's smart. She provides counsel for people. She also pays people. She does compensation. Somebody, they do Six of Pentacles. She's a giver. Hold up. Divine Grace. This person is a giver. So somebody infiltrated a group of people, a rival, of the Queen of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. This person is a giver. It's equal give and take whenever you deal with this person. This person is able to cure rage. This person can set the guilty free. No, absolves the guilty. I don't know what the heck, whatever, you know what I mean. I don't know, this person can get anybody off or whatever. Death! Okay, so death comes up. Somebody might have lied and said you were dead or something like that. If a rival went in, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. They're favorable. They wanted to end something. So you guys had some rival go in and they wanted to end something for you. Whoever you are. You could be Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Your rival could be a Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. Somebody was supposed to give you something. It could have been a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Six of Pentacles, Taurus was supposed to give you something. Now, they were supposed to give you some money. It looks like some sort of a proposal, right? But somebody may have proposed your death instead. We have death. Somebody wanted to end something for you. Somebody wanted to influence your health. Make your weight go up and down. Make you eat, not eat. Right? Influence health and longevity. They wanted you down in the dumps. They wanted you over. They wanted to end something for you. Alright? They wanted to complete you here because it was something that they felt like they knew. Something with longevity. They knew that you would last a long time. They wanted a partnership, right? Something about a death. They may have partnered with other people to off you. It is what it is. Who is this? This could be an Aries. This is Aries energy that keeps showing up. I don't know if somebody was supposed to off you. Somebody may have taken a dumb risk. They did not want you to have a new beginning because this is will and new beginnings. I don't want you to have that. Assist with difficult and great undertaking. Somebody participated in Aries, probably maybe with a Scorpio to end you because they didn't want you to have a new beginning. There is a Gemini here. There's a Scorpio here. There is an Aries that shows up here. I'm looking for other major arcanas. They show up as somebody who is somehow in bed with a King of Swords reverse. That's a dirty judge, somebody in the legal system, dirty. Or they have a heavy opinion. I get dirty though. This one's dirty. Breaking a circle. They said infiltrate this circle, and somebody did. Yep. Page of Pentacles. Somebody could have infiltrated some sort of somebody's job, and it was supposed to be secret. It was supposed to be quiet. Somebody was trying to do something to get some money. So they went through your work. It was probably work or whatever. Whatever ways you guys made money. Online, work. They did something here with this Page of Pentacles. Somebody could have offered somebody some... It was a secret. I don't feel like this was supposed to be a secret. I'm secretly infiltrating this group of people, but who advised the order? Who gave that? Queen of Pentacles, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, King of Swords, a judge. There's this dirty judge that did this. This is Gemini energy. They ordered it. Four of Cups. This person is now fed up and want to walk away from whatever it is they did. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Specifically, if you guys had this particular sign involved, it could be a Cancer who got fed up and walked away from this, right? They offered, this judge maybe offered them the Page of Pentacles reversed. They got mad, they walked away. They're like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore for whatever reason. Hold on. Four of Wands. It was some false celebration, or somebody celebrated too fast. Somebody celebrated before they really knew what the assignment was about and how it would get them caught up and what kind of losses they would take. And they've taken quite a few losses. They're now thinking about this when they didn't think about it before here, and they're pissed about it, actually. Hold on, this Cancer's pissed. They're like, I can't speak to this. There's no rectifying this. I'm not at peace with everyone. I'm now beefing. You guys have this Cancer who is at odds with pretty much everybody who took part in this plan, or whatever this is, right? Trying to make sure somebody gave somebody Six of Pentacles some finances for death. I want you out of here. I want you gone. Somebody was dumb enough to take it. Somebody made a foolish decision. It was an Aries. Give me more. To participate in this nonsense. They did it by car. Somebody is a cop. So we have a dirty judge. We got a dirty cop. Or we have the cops who are being quiet about knowing that there was Six of Pentacles given to maybe a Scorpio and an Aries to get rid of this Cancer or something like that. These two people here, this Scorpio and this Aries, committed some sort of insurance fraud. They pretended to be married. We have four wands that comes up. If you look at that, you see two rings, right? So these people got married, maybe. Maybe they got married under false pretenses. I don't know. The Chariot comes up reversed here. So there's a dirty cop, or law enforcement is on you and you don't know it. There's something that they know that you don't know they know, right? And they're coming for you. They're just being quiet about it. They know about everything. They know about the drunk driving. They know that you couldn't pass a certain test. They know it was covered up. They know you ain't tell it, but they know about it because they let it happen. See, the thing is, the reason why they let it happen is because they got other stuff on you. And if all else fails, I'm going to still lock you up because I got you here under insurance fraud. So at the very least, we're going to make you look like you've been frauding, scamming, did a job. We're going to get you one way or another, get you f***ed up, right? Four of Pentacles. But the other thing we really got y'all on is this embezzlement. Six of Pentacles. Somebody gave somebody some money for death. The Aries looks like with the Fool, either there was an Aries that didn't accept the offer, or something's supposed to be, somebody did something without thinking about the true consequences. They did something with insurance fraud, could have been a car. There's something with the Four of Pentacles. They did it out of greed. This is also embezzlement. Somebody embezzled some money. They were embezzling the insurance money that they kept. It was an Aries and it was a Scorpio embezzling money. It was cars. They was running you off the road, right? So if they was running you off the road, or you know, like when I had my Beetle and I was going to New York to party, they'll try and make your car blow up. Look for insurance fraud having to do with a car. We need to damage the car so we can collect the money. right? And then we're going to embezzle the money because we don't want people asking where's this money coming from. What we're going to do is pay off them little churches down there in them hoods, get a mother and them a little bit of money here and there. Yep, make them part of the scheme, something like that. Little shell accounts, little shell church accounts. Don't play with me. So the Three of Swords comes up. Somebody's now brokenhearted because they got caught embezzling money, and it was through car accidents. That's why they try and blow your car up on I-95 in Milford. Okay, going to New York so you could just party the Friday night away, right? Yeah. So they tried that, and then the other piece to it is they'll try and get the people when you get off work with them certain trucks to try and run you off the road. So not only would I look for car insurance fraud, I would also, let's see, look for, what do you call them things? Those suits, those policies, insurance policies on these people's lives. All right, because they was going to get paid two ways. They was going to get their little bit of money back from these insurance companies. They're going to pay some Section 8 rent. But the biggest scheme to it is we got some other money. There's some other money that comes in here through a group. That's where the pyramid scheme comes in. They're part of a group of bigger people. There's the little ones where they pay off with that car insurance or whatever. But then those insurance policies, the life insurance policies, is where the big money comes in. So it's all a scheme. Three of Swords. Somebody's brokenhearted because it was found out. Somebody's walking away from a group. Somebody's walking away from a Scorpio. There's a Gemini turning their back on a Scorpio. There's an Aries turning their back. Expect these people to talk. They're going to tell all about the scheme, right? Just saying. The Star. All right, somebody's in the public eye. Somebody could be an Aquarius who's going to talk. I don't know. Let's see. Clemency. Equilibrium. Protects against attacks. This protects against the attacks in the court. There could be an Aquarius here. They're going to be able to protect themselves against some attack that's coming up in the court. It says they're going to be able to, or they're going to be questioned hard. Something with a group of people. Something about a partnership. So there's going to be a group of people who are going to ask you some particular questions that about a partnership had. There was some conflict that came up in this partnership. They're going to ask you about it, and you better have the right answers too. So protects against attacks. So if you tell the truth, we ain't gonna gut you, right? I want you to understand we got sharks. Ooh, child, don't play with me. Okay. Somebody's going to question you guys. You guys might be hoping to renew something. Somebody's an Aquarius here. They're going to talk. So, I see people that's going to turn their backs, and I see somebody who's going to talk. Three of Swords. Somebody's sad about this. I don't want to have to talk about this embezzlement. I don't want to have to talk about taking money off the top or doing something out of greed. And I don't want to have to admit that somebody gave money, Six of Pentacles, to off somebody. Child. There's some kind of beef or battle between a Gemini and a Scorpio. Whatever that's about. Real. Let me see. Somebody messed up the perception. Something about the perception of something. Somebody made something look a certain way. Something where somebody may have offered somebody a romance, something. This is a romance scam. It was supposed to be a romance proposal. It was a romance scam. It was head by, it feels like, it was head by this Gemini. He's coming out reversed here. They wanted the perception of you to look skewed. They didn't want you to look like you got good sense, like you just crazy sitting here when it was really them for real, like that. There's some secrets coming out. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person I feel like is all, we got some talkers here. So we got an Aquarius talker who could be a Knight of Cups. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody's going to tell what this Gemini told them to do. Child, don't play with me. They sure is. Because if you want to walk around free, that's what you're going to do. The sun is going to come out. What does the sun do? It doesn't pick or choose. What it reveals, it's all going to come out. So the sun is coming out on something, right? This is a restoration of life. Y'all tried to take somebody's life away, but the truth is coming out. So the light is going to be shown on whomever, whatever, and however you get caught up, that's your problem. Because you should have played it the right way. You opted not to, some of y'all. So, protection from adversaries. There is no protection from the adversaries. I told you these cards go two ways. There's no protection from adversaries here. Tables and wild beasts. I don't know. The sun is coming out. It's not going to protect you. This could be a Leo. Somebody about to talk. Somebody's going to be able to verify somebody's stories, several of them, because all these stories they play out in different ways, but they're all the same. Okay? We got cars on highways, child, listen. Alright? Gunshots out of Brooklyn, child, you too. Don't play. Okay? Alright? People knowing the man downtown, I can fix this. I can make these houses yours. I'm gonna make the people homeless. Oh, is you though? Because it look like you about to be homeless. You about to be homeless, ain't no blessings. Man, you know you can't come over here. I don't accept devils in my house. Our swords don't go right around who you was working with. Give me one last card so I can get myself up off here. The King of Pentacles. Obedience. Okay. Causes harmony and peace. Calms anger in anyone. Alright, so there's this King of Pentacles out here. This King of Pentacles is somebody who's practical. This person is going to try and come up with a way to do something. They're an inventor. I don't know if somebody's coming up with a way to try and smooth something over. I don't know. Let me see something though. Who is this? I'd love to know, please. These people that are reversed here, are they turning their back, or who's this one over here? Who's that? Seven of Pentacles. Somebody feels like they're not getting a return on the whatever it is they invested in. You have this Aquarius energy who is hoping to have hope. They feel like they can bring some, like I can bring clarity to a matter. I want to know who they are. It says they're a deer. The deer comes out reverse. Agility, alert. They weren't alert of something. They weren't swift at acting towards something. They did move though, but it wasn't swift. They're guilty. No grace. Love conditional, because it says unconditional love. It came out reverse. Conditional love. No benevolence. But there's trust. I don't know. I feel like this person might be aloof to certain things. Or there's certain things that they just don't pay attention to because they didn't have to. But they aren't very giving. They might be withholding love. They may not be benevolent. When I look at this, I see somebody who's just not going to, I'm just not going to give you the front freaking porch the first day I meet you. So somebody who looks a little bit, but whatever. They still, they get wind of something and it looks like they take off from this, because you got Three of Swords. It could be a group of people, or they take off from some scenario that is interruptions, that causes interruptions, a hummingbird. They're not happy right now. They're no longer amused by whatever this is. I feel like somebody misrepresented something or somebody, which is consistent in this read. Tell me why this Gemini is reversed. Who is he or she? All right, we got this one. I think it's a dolphin. Yeah, dolphin. All right. Somebody who's playful. Enjoyment, celebration. Altruism. Harmony, joy, togetherness. Care, love, and compassion. Alright, so it's coming out upright. I'm like, who are they? Alright. Give me more about this Gemini. I feel like this Gemini is turning their back. Because if you look at their character, they're turning their back. Ooh, okay. I think it feels like they're turning their back. Alright. I'm trying to figure out which one. I can't really tell which one. So I'm not going to... Tell me about this Gemini. This one likes to have a good time, this Gemini. So, I don't know. You know what? I'll take Dragonfly. Because obviously... And it came out self-acceptance, transparency, truth, metamorphosis, lightheartedness, compassion, authenticity, and also candor. I feel like they turned their back on you. Because I can't see somebody of good, doing that, all of that. They turned their back once they found out the truth about some situation. What's the Sun? The Bull. Tenacity, dependability, groundedness, selflessness, control, passion, influence, stability, and preservation, the Sun. That's going to be highlighted in somebody's character, something about the Sun, stability. You could have Cancer in your chart. Cancer. Ooh. You could have Leo in your chart. You kept going at something passionate. You have influence over something. Something y'all got influence over. Or you could be a Leo. There's something about a raven that comes out reverse for you guys. Magnetism, introspection, self-realization, self-belief, courage, changeability, aloofness. You're not aloof. This one's not aloof. Ability to spellbind and bewitch. Something's going to come out about somebody who was unloving and they didn't have the power they said they had. They couldn't spellbind any. Maybe this person said they do spells. You're going to find out that they don't have as much magic behind them as they thought they did. As a matter of fact, they don't have no magic at all. That's going to be revealed. I'm looking at this sun as if it's going to reveal some things. There's something with somebody's quick-witted here. Independent, quick-witted. There's something about it. And some of you guys are going to find out somebody tried to initiate you into something. Stability, influence, affluence. Somebody's going to be initiated into a bunch of bread, money, ambition, and acquisition. You guys are going to take over something. That's another thing that's revealed. There's a goat that's going to take over something. Acquisition. It could be a company because they wanted it. They were ambitious. They're introduced to affluence. So maybe if you're poor, right? Like me. And all of a sudden you go from rags down here. Rags to riches. Yep, see? Yes. I remember I put that song out. I like that song. It's a good song. Wait. But there's a vision. Somebody's got a vision. That's revealed. What else? Because I don't really want to... There's something about a panther that comes out reversed. Regeneration, shadow side. There's a panther energy. This is revealed that they did not work on their shadow side. They're not intense. They're not an adventurous. They're not enlightened. They like to lie. Stealth is reversed. Silence, they talk a lot. And originality. They may have stole something from you. Maybe they said it was does. It ain't does, it's yours. You heard? And then there's this snake energy. Somebody who's unwilling to transform. They have no concentration, no self-awareness. To me, it feels like another extension of, well, it's a snake energy. So somebody could be a snake. They're not diplomatic. They're not diplomatic. They do not practice diplomacy. Self-analysis, they don't look at themselves. And sexual intimacy. I don't know if they're not sexual or whatever. So that's what comes up. This one's long enough. I love you guys. Bye.